literally look like a child, but I guess that kind of goes with what we're filming today. I don't know. Hey YouTube, it's Taylor. So guys, this week's video is going to be a new type of video, something we've never really done on this channel before, and kind of excited to do it. It's going to be a fun time. I guess you could kind of look at it as a new way to get to know me a little bit better. But yeah guys, this week's video is going to be a story time with Taylor kind of a video. I thought I would start kind of doing these videos every once in a while, kind of doing a little story time with Taylor, doing some fun stories, sad stories, all kinds of types of different stories. I don't know, that was really aggressive. Just kind of sharing some stories that I've partaken upon throughout my life. But yeah, so this week's episode of Storytime with Taylor is going to consist of some fun stories from my childhood. So let's jump into the video. Got the coffee, let's get to talking. So I guess to just jump right in there, probably my most memorable story as a child that I can remember. I had a tendency to kind of like over-exaggerate my emotions. I guess that's the best way to describe it, I guess. But growing up, I had a younger brother, and I was about 5 or 6 when my younger brother was born. And you know, at that time of your lifespan as a child, I was used to being the center of attention, and it was an eye-opener when that child came into the world because I was no longer the center of attention. I had to share it with him. But anyway, when I was younger, there was a time where I can't remember what made me want to do this, but I had gotten mad at my parents and I decided I was gonna run away. So I went into my room, I literally grabbed my American Girl backpack and my American Girl sleeping bag. I put as much clothes as I could in my backpack, and like while I was doing all of this as well, I was like creepily sneaking around like the upstairs floor, because like my bathroom is not attached to my bedroom, so I'd be like, run across to my bathroom, grab my toothbrush, run back to my room, throw it in my backpack, and then like while this was also happening, I ran into like our little crafts room and I grabbed a piece of paper and like the crayons, and then I ran back into my room and I literally was like, okay, 7-year-old Taylor, what is the best place to like run away to? At the time I had a treehouse in the back of my, like just a playhouse, treehouse in my backyard. Well, that's a perfect place to run away to. That's a great place to run away to. I literally, I don't know why this is a thing. Wrote a note. I don't know what the note said. I would love to find the note and figure out what it said. But to some extent it basically said, I'm running away. And then I drew a picture of me in my treehouse. Cause you know, at least I told my parents where I was running away to. So, you know, wrote the note, put it on my bed, grabbed my backpack, grabbed my sleeping bag. Then I like went downstairs, put my shoes on, like did this all very sneakily so like my parents didn't realize I was doing this, and went up to my treehouse, and I guess that's where I decided I was gonna live the rest of my life. So I was probably out there for a solid like 10-15 minutes, and then a gigantic wasp decided to join me in that treehouse, and nope, Taylor just was not about that, because I mean even to this day I hate bugs. And so I packed all my stuff up, decided I could not live in this treacherous outdoor world life dealing with wasps in my treehouse, and went upstairs. Honestly, I don't think my parents ever saw the letter, and end of the story. I lived with my parents the rest of my life. I don't even know. Still trying to figure out like why I thought the treehouse was a great idea. Like it literally was in my backyard. Growing up again, I had an au pair that lived with our family, which if you don't know what an au pair is, it's like kind of a live-in nanny, I guess is the best way to explain it. Because both my parents worked at the time, so like she was always there to kind of take care of us. And so basically, we had I think about like 3 au pairs throughout my life of like a few years. I don't know how long we ended up having them for, but we had them once my brother was born. And so basically we had our first au pair, and I don't remember what her name is because we didn't really have her for that long. She was from Turkey, and so all of our au pairs we had were either from Turkey or from Poland. And so we had an au pair from Turkey, and at this time I was probably in like kindergarten, preschool, first grade. I don't know. I forget like age-wise what grade that then goes along with. I was very excited to tell all of my friends that I was having an au pair at my house, but instead of telling them that my au pair was from Turkey, I said she was from chicken. Literally, what was I as a child? There is no place called chicken. I mean, there might be, but the au pair that I had was not from chicken. She was from Turkey. Oh, I have another good one. This one's more like probably late elementary school, early middle school. We had a person over the summer that took care of us. It was probably in elementary school. That would make the most sense. And so, at this time, I started going through my like angsty kind of a stage, getting mad at really stupid stuff and like trying to rebel against people. And so I remember we had our babysitter over, and I, again, not really sure what made me upset, but something had happened. I didn't get my way, or I don't know, but we were about to go out and go to the pool, and I just wasn't having it, and I wouldn't get into her car, and so I literally sat on the front step of my house and would not move. And so like she thought she was smart and she was gonna beat me to it, and she was gonna be like, okay, we're leaving. Pulled out. First off, I live on a cul-de-sac, but there's also another cul-de-sac behind us. So she thought I was stupid. I was not stupid. So she pulled, you usually have to pull left to leave my cul-de-sac and then actually leave. Nah, she turned right. And I'm like, woman, I'm not that stupid. I know you're just going to the other cul-de-sac. You ain't actually leaving. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna like prove her wrong. I literally got up from the step. I ran into my backyard once like I saw her go, and I was like, yeah, guess what? You're gonna come back and I'm gonna be gone, and then you're gonna think that you lost me. She ended up like obviously coming back, and then she was like, Taylor, where are you? And I thought I was like, yeah, that's right. You thought you were gonna get me. You wrong. I got you. Huh. And ended up, I don't know, I think I ended up getting into our car and we went to the pool and everything was happy-go-lucky, but at that time I thought I was pretty cool and I outsmarted a babysitter, so go childhood Taylor. I should have made this video with like my mother or something, or she probably would have had good stories to talk about me. This is actually, I think this was back when I was in like junior high, middle school. I was for sure positive that there were ghosts living in my room. Like 100% dead serious, like 100% positive there were ghosts in my room. And so like there was a good majority of the time where I literally wouldn't sleep in my room. Like I literally would. This is another story. I would literally grab, there were always like crap tons of blankets like in our like closet upstairs, and so I'd literally grab them all. I'd like army crawl it into my parents' room, and I'd make a bed on like the bottom edge of their, like I'd make a bed on the bottom edge of their bed, like on the floor, and I'd sleep there. Because no joke, like I'm not even joking, to this day I'm still pretty like, I'm like 100% sure there were ghosts in my room, or there was just something not human living in my room. I had this weird like sparkly, it was a lava lamp, but there wasn't like the lava part into it. It was just like the like clear liquidy stuff and then sparkles. But no joke, I would have that was like my night light, and I would have that going, and I would look at my wall sometimes and there were faces. No joke, I'm not even joking with you people. I saw dead people or ghosts or something of not like human breathing type. But there was something there. My parents didn't believe me. Like, and then I was for sure, this also probably didn't help that at that time I was also watching like weird creepy ghost shows as well as I was watching like CSI, and there was like this one episode where I watched where like this guy lived in like people's attics, and so like I'd have like tendencies to like think I heard people walking upstairs in our attic. I probably shouldn't have watched those as a child because that probably didn't help either, but I was for sure positive, and to this day still, like at that point in my life, there were for sure like ghosts in my room. To the point where my dad had to like actually go and buy this like weird contraption of some sort that like, I don't even know where he got it from. But like, he put it in my room and it was supposed to detect if there were like people from the other side or like ghosts of some sort in my room. It never went off and I actually was able to then sleep in my room. But that was a time in my life. People still think I'm, like my parents still think I'm crazy. But I'm 100% positive there were ghosts in my room. And I'm never gonna let that go. But yeah, I had an interesting childhood. I had some problems. But yeah guys, that is it for this week's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel and not yet subscribed, make sure to click that subscribe button down below. I make new videos every Sunday. If you guys want to see more story times with Taylor, let me know down below in the comment bar, as well as if you have any other video ideas that you'd want to see me do, make sure to leave those down below in the comment bar as well. If you guys are not following me on any of my social media links, such as Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Pinterest, all those fun things, those are always linked down below, so make sure to go follow me on all of those. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are in this amazing world. Remember to always keep doing you, and I will see you all next Sunday.